on to share with you a couple of Pinterest pins that we wanted to check out, specifically involving binder clips. You see everywhere there are binder clip pins that show all these great ways to use them. So we just thought we'd see if we could put a couple into action and see if they actually work. So here's what we've got. Now, the first one is Chords. So they say that you can just use a binder clip for your cords, label them with whatever you want, and store them this way. I think this is an okay idea, but as you can see, we can't really get a very big cord. This is just a telephone cord, and it's actually really hard to get the binder clip to open enough to get it in there. And when we tried it on an actual computer cord, it was, it doesn't work at all. I would say this is a no-go. So I would say, as far as storing your cords, I don't like this idea, but you could actually use a smaller clip. And if you were using this for labeling your cords at the actual computer, so this would be your phone cord or your internet cord, and this was plugged into your computer, I think that's a great way to use it. But I think as far as trying to store and organize it, you can see here that this has got a tie on it, and we still can't get it into the binder clip. So I give this one an F. This one does not work. However, this one, it says that when you're traveling, you can use a binder clip to cover the razor blade on your razor. And this one is brilliant. It is totally fixed on there. It doesn't come off. You can't cut yourself. This one is an A+. I really like this tip. The next one is for your toothpaste. So we've squeezed up the roll of toothpaste, and if you need to keep it tight on there, the binder clip works great. So if you need to keep your toothpaste, if you're the type of person who likes to have it all tight and put together like that, this is a great way to do that. Another tip that they gave was to use them as a sock clip, if you will, for your dirty socks that you're going to put into the laundry. This would be great for kids' socks that are always hard to find. Again, easy, works great. You just put the clip on in between and it clips them together, and you would be able to launder them. They're secure. I don't think they're going to come off. The only caution I would give you is that I'm not 100% sure that this wouldn't rust at some point, and then you might actually get a rust stain on your socks. So I would just watch out for that, because I don't know that these are actually waterproof for that. But as far as clipping them together, it works fine. Another tip that it gives is to use a binder clip as a money clip. So if you are a male or female who doesn't like to carry around a wallet, this is one way to be able to make sure that it's kept secure. Works great. I have no problem with this. They also suggest that you could put your key on here. So if you have a car key, house key, and then basically this is your entire wallet. You could put your credit cards in here. I mean, it works fine. It is secure. You can't get anything out, so that's a good way to keep your money. Another tip that they gave was to store or to show your to-do list on your desktop. Now, I actually thought that this one was a really good idea, because we are constantly talking about vertical space, and oops. So it will blow over. I mean, it's not the most secure, but it also stands up. So if you get, especially if you get a big enough base, I tried this with one of the smaller binder clips, and because the base wasn't big enough, the card kept falling over. So you want to use a big binder clip for this one, because otherwise you're not going to have enough space here. But this is great. So you can put your to-do list, and then you can actually see it. I like it because it's not getting buried. Often the times when we put pieces of paper on the desk or the countertop, they're going to get buried. So this pops it up for you real easy. Now, the other thing that you can do is, it's real easy to get to, is a recipe. So as you're cooking, if you wanted to be able to see your recipe, I think this is also an easy way to do that. So this is a great, I really like this tip. I think it's great to get it kind of in your face and close to you. Another tip that they gave was for your wrapping paper to go ahead and make sure so that, you know, it's not unrolling on you. You want to go ahead and put the binder clip at the end of the wrapping paper. I'm okay with this one. It's not the best idea. And also, I think you have to do both ends, because if you don't do both ends, then you're going to have it unwrapping at one end and not the other. So I think the tip should include both ends. But then, even then, when you do that, you're still going to have a bit of opening in the middle, possibly. The other thing to just be careful of is, depending on how delicate your paper is, just be careful that when you're putting it on and off, you're not ripping it. As you can see, putting it on, especially when you have a kind of a large binder clip and a small tube here. So I think with all of these tips, the binder clip size matters, because if you don't get the right size, this would be perfect for those teeny tiny little binder clips that you can get. So I think if you're going to do binder tip organizing, you'll have to have a variety of binder clips so that you can have a variety of sizes. But as far as organizational tips go, I think a binder clip can be used for just about anything, and works great.